next up, we're going to talk about some Democrats that no longer really identify with their own party, which I know sounds wild, but it also sounds like something we've been hearing a lot lately, right? So before I get into it, I do want to give a shout out real quick to where I got the article from, and that is Pure Blood Media Group. You can see a little icon right there above me. Pure Blood Media Group is a group that I've been associated with since pretty much the beginning of this year, coming back out. And what it is, it's a conglomeration of different content creators coming together and helping each other out, being a voice of positivity. That's all about truth and spreading entertainment and news and fact-based information out there to you. I'm kind of hung up on the fact-based thing. I'll tell you why. But it's great because we all work together, help each other out, promote each other, and that can all be found through their website. They actually have some really cool stuff on here, and the TV guide is super cool. You can actually pull up a TV guide here, and it'll show you who is streaming, when they're streaming, just like old school TV guide for those that remember that. It's got all the different days here. I will be on there, of course, on Monday nights, or the first Monday night of each month. I will be listed on there. Monday Night Mayhem, because that is my only live stream, and they list the live streams on here. And let's see, if we look at Saturday, we've got Third Railify, Saturday night Off the Rails right there, and where I will be tomorrow night. Yes, Sean is also part of Pure Blood Media Group, and super, super excited about that. But the TV guide is really, really cool. But the thing I wanted to call out first is the news aggregator right here. When you go to the website, right here, you get a bunch of articles. This is an aggregator, and every one of these articles is thoroughly fact checked. Okay, everything here is triple source fact check, meaning that there has to be at least a minimum of 3 independent sources that can verify that these are truthful stories, that the articles are fact-based and they're not, opinion or just something thrown out there. That, they're legit. This is one of the best places that I have found to find articles that have gone through the process of being fact-checked, not by, Facebook fact checkers, but all they're saying is like, look, we found enough other articles, sources, what have you, that support this being truthful. That's good enough for me. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. But guys, the link to them is always in the show notes below. Again, I am affiliated with them. I get nothing for you going to check them out, nothing at all. But I just got to promote them. I think they're doing a fantastic job over there. Everybody over there is doing awesome. So Pure Blood Media Group, go over there, check them out. The link's down in the show notes below. You'll even see it on the little scroll text up there, come through every now and then. But go there and check out the news aggregator. It's fantastic. And if you're looking for somebody to watch, go to the TV guide and you can find your favorite PBM creator or show or whatnot here, and go tune in. You see when they start, when they stop, and yeah. Go do your thing. It's fantastic. So shout out to them, because again, this next article comes from them. This is from One American News. And again, I found this article through the news aggregator, and I definitely want to give them a shout out for this. So this says, Fetterman denies party affiliation switch amidst rumors. Not going to happen. So if we look down here, it says, and again, we've kind of been hearing this anyway from Fetterman. Right? People are like, why is he talking like this? Why is he voting like that? Let's take a look. It says, Democrat Senator John Fetterman recently shot down rumors that he planned to leave the Democrat Party in favor of the GOP. Speculation surrounding Fetterman's potential party affiliation switch followed after stating he's not rooting against Trump, along with his support for the Republican-led Laken Riley Act. Laken Riley, Georgia girl, great act, great policy that just got passed. Super excited about that. If you're rooting against the president, you are rooting against the nation. Fetterman stated in December, so country first. I know that's become maybe like a cliche, but it happens to be true. Laken Riley Act, named after a 22-year-old woman killed by an illegal immigrant in Georgia last year, requires the detention of undocumented immigrants charged with theft along with other crimes. If you're here illegally, and you're committing crimes, I don't know why anybody thinks that it's controversial. They all need to go, Fetterman stated regarding the Lake and Riley Act. New, John Fetterman says if Democrats can't get 7 votes in the Senate to pass the Lake and Riley Act, then that's the reason why we lost. If you're here illegal and you're committing crimes, I don't know why anybody already said that. Yeah, so here's the thing. He's right. The fact that he's like, I'm not rooting against the president of the United States. I'm not rooting against America. This is an American first guy, right? Make America great again. He would probably wear one of these while also not necessarily supporting Trump, but he believes in this message. America first. And that's what's crazy is that's what old school Democrats used to be. It's so crazy, like to hear him say that and people are like, oh, well, then you're starting to sound like a Republican. Good. Democrats need to start sounding more like Republicans. Some of the Republicans probably could benefit from sounding a little bit more like some of the Democrats. And let's start finding that common ground, that middle lane to take where we can compromise and negotiate and actually benefit America and Americans instead of fighting each other. So I think what Fetterman is doing by saying, I stand on my principle, not with my party, I think is fantastic. I think that's fantastic. I've got somebody else I'm going to call out real quick. But before I do, and we don't do this on every show, okay? But I thought it was worth hearing because we've heard it multiple times. Now, this could have been it, the whole, if you're rooting against the president, you're rooting against the nation. That could have been it. But I didn't pick that one. I picked this other one. Folks, we're going to do our very first quote of the week. Again, like I was saying, we don't do this every week. So just kind of keep that in mind. But I felt it was worthy to bust out. It's our first time doing it. And it's one that needs to like resonate with people to understand what's happening right now. Because there are Democrats that love the Democrat Party, but they're not in love with the direction that they're heading. This quote of the week, actually comes from Mayor Eric Adams of New York. The Democratic Party left me. A quote of the week, the Democratic Party left me. How many people have said that? Bill Maher's basically said that. Elon Musk has said that. I mean, RFK Jr. Look at who we have right now. Trump, former Democrat. RFK, former Democrat. Elon, former Democrat. Vivek, former Democrat. Let's see, I could probably go on. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I can't think of her name. Hawaiian Hottie. Former Democrat. But you see all these people coming over because now the everything's shifted. The Republican Party still is as far right as they've probably ever been, but the spectrum has also shifted to the left some. So you have a larger window of what qualifies as a Republican now. And that's why there's so much turmoil in the Republican Party so often, is because you do have people all along that spectrum, which is huge. Whereas on the Democrat side, it is the thin and narrow. If you're not in alignment with whatever it is they're pushing and whatever their ideology is right then and there, you are ousted. You're ousted. And that's what Mayor Eric Adams said here. We'll play this real quick. I'll read a little bit and we'll skedaddle.
The party left me. That's what Mayor Adams said about the Democratic Party in a wide-ranging 50-minute-long interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson.
We're not watching 15 minutes, by the way.
So people often say, well, you don't sound like a Democrat, and, you seem to have left the party. No, the party left me, and it left working class people. And our conversations that we should be talking about are not the issues that everyday people that are in power are talking about. People are concerned about the future of their families, and that should be our focus, and that's the focus of this administration.
Adams says that he was targeted by federal prosecutors because of his criticism of former President Biden's handling of the migrant crisis. The mayor says that he was told to, quote, be a good Democrat. Adams has been really leaning on Republican lawmakers, including a trip to D.C. for the inauguration and having those conversations with Republicans.
Oh, no. We're not going to read the article, sorry. He's having conversations with Republicans. He's sounding more like a Republican. He spoke up against the failed Biden administration. Oh, no. Why is that so party specific? Republican, Democrat. Why can't we again, I don't even know if I'd call myself a Republican. I'm definitely more conservative. Little libertarian, and I can be a little progressive, I guess, to be fair, from time to time. I would love for us to be progressive in the sense of, having the high-speed trains and having, better health insurance and having, better opportunities and a better education system and I don't know, all kinds of stuff. But we can't get there because progressives are way too far ahead of what they're trying to do. And the conservatives, some, don't want to progress at all, while others are trying to find that middle ground. Like, hey, how can we, remain conservatives and strong in our roots and be a strong nation and pay our debts and do what we're supposed to do, but also, be progressive and grow as a nation. Again, you have that spectrum, right? So you got people like Mayor Eric Adams sounding more like a conservative. You got Fetterman sounding more like a conservative. You got all these Democrats, I was saying, have moved over to the Republican Party. It's nuts. It's crazy. But again, it's not them leaving the Democrats. It's the Democratic Party leaving them. Again, shout out to Mayor Eric Adams for providing our quote of the week. That is, the Democrat Party left me. And that's something that we see all across the board.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.